Byju's, once the world's most valuable edtech startup, it's cut its valuation ask by 99% in its rights issue as the Indian firm scrambles to meet its liabilities and operational costs. The startup is looking to raise $200 million in the rights issue, which the company says is essential to prevent any further value impairment to shareholders. The startup, which was once India's most valuable, it's resetting its valuation in the rights issue where all existing investors have an opportunity to participate. Reports suggest if Byju succeeds in raising $200 million, the post-money valuation of the startup will be in the range of $220 million to $225 million, which is a 99% drop from the $22 billion value that the startup had attained in 2022. Byju's founder told shareholders in a letter that him and other founders of the edtech group had invested $1.1 billion into the Bengaluru headquartered startup in the last 18 months and that they sought continued support from investors to keep the business afloat. The rights issue comes as Byju looks to secure capital amid a severe funding crunch. The startup, which spent $2.5 billion acquiring more than a dozen firms in 2021 and 2022, has raised more than $5 billion in equity and debt from backers including General Atlantic, Silver Lake, Lightspeed, BlackRock, UBS Ventures and B Capital. Byju was preparing to go public in early 2022 through a deal that would have valued the company at $40 billion. However, Russia's invasion of Ukraine in February sent markets downward, forcing Byju to put its IPO plans on hold. Since then, Byju has failed to raise capital from investors. Some of Byju's investors have publicly aired their concerns about the startup in recent quarters, questioning some of its business decisions and demanding greater governance. In a way, the rights issue allows Byju to part ways with its existing investors who have become naysayers, because those who do not participate in the rights issue will lose their entire equity position in the startup.